baked to perfection. How's it going? Common cookie coming in hot straight out the oven here. I've been playing Cookie Run Kingdom for about a week now, and I gotta say I am low-key addicted to the grind, the generous gacha system, but one thing that keeps me coming back is the PvP. For some reason, it's got me hooked. So I decided I'm gonna be number one on the arena cookie leaderboard. That's my goal. I started the season pretty late, I believe around 10 days left to go in this current season, so I'm already at a disadvantage. I really haven't watched anything on Cookie Run, so I have zero context as like what's good, what's meta, etc. But the point is, I got the goal, and my goal is to beat number one, baby. Right now, my current leaderboard grind roster includes White Lily Cookie, which I was really fortunate to get. Dark Cocoa Cookie, who I just unlocked with like the in-game events, who I've been using, kicking ass. But my favorite so far, just for all-around purposes, PvE and PvP, has been my damage dealer, Pinecone Cookie, who almost every time does the most damage. So shout out to all those Pine Cookie mains. Alongside Pinecone Cookie, I also got Crunchy Chip Cookie. And I gotta say, the Wolf Squadron, this ability is just OP, and it saved me so many times in these close, heated battles where I had 0% HP. But then the Cookie Squadron, Wolf Squadron that is, popped and pretty much saved my life. As for my fifth cookie to kind of round out my current squad, I got Frost Queen, and I look at the leaderboards, I look at the top. Everybody uses Frost Queen, but when I'm using Frost Queen, no damage almost every single time. When I look at the post stats, she does no damage, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe I don't got the right toppings or whatnot, but let me know down below, because I know this is a good cookie for the grind. So I kind of swap out Frost Queen right now with my healer Caramel Cookie, who has been holding it down in the back line for a good amount of time. And sometimes I throw in the Milky Way Cookie, which is honestly my favorite cookie of all. I just wish I could use her more in my comp. I love the Sugar Cloud Express. I think that move is very cool. It just looks good and does some good damage. But those are kind of the three cookies that I've been rotating to figure out who meshes the best with my dedicated fourth right now. So this is my current cookie roster. Like I said, I am brand spanking new, fresh out of the oven out here. Just loving the game, having a good time, and enjoying the PvP. I don't know where this game's been this whole time, but I'm locked in. I'm ready to go, baby. So if you're a fan of Cookie Run Kingdom, PvP specifically, hit the subscribe button. Join me on my journey. A lot of y'all in my first video told me to swap out Caramel Cookie, saying Caramel Cookie is grade A trash. So kind of hurting my feelings right there, but I'm gonna take the advice, swap out Macaron Cookie, and hopefully her mighty Macaron Parade with all that damage. And not only that, the damage plus the increase in attack and crits for the party will help me in my journey to becoming number one, at least attempting to hit Grandmaster. I can say that the XP items and topping pieces are starting to really bottleneck my process, as I'm constantly in need of them. So I'm going to do my best to try to figure out how to increase my input to those items, so that way I can level up my party as quickly as possible. The thing is, with only 4 days left in the season, I'm really interested to see how far can I actually make it on the overall leaderboards, especially as a free-to-play player. Is it possible as a free-to-play player to make it to Grandmaster? I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. So kicking off my PvP grind, I had some really good fights here on this go around. Here's one where my opponent had a really beefy front line, the Holly Berry, and the moonlight cookie combo, it really kicked me in the rear end. They did a bunch of damage in the first half of the engagement, what really had me scared. I thought I was gonna lose the battle, but fortunately my team pulled through. Let's go, cookies. And when it comes to selecting my opponents, honestly, I go for the cheese strat and I look for the opponents with the lower attack power. But this doesn't always mean I'm gonna win. For example, in this one engagement, I thought I was definitely gonna win this one, but this fight, right when I saw that they had the pure vanilla cookie in the back line, this cookie is a pain in my butt. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I verse a team with this cookie, it comes down to who has the most sustain and who can heal the most. And my cookies just, we don't make the cut. So even though the attack power was lower on my opponent, I still ended up losing this fight. So down on my luck, just losing a big battle, I decided let's wrap up this video with some gacha. I had 17k gems burning a hole in my pocket, so I figured what the heck. After a couple 3k pulls, I really didn't have much luck, and well, I was getting a little desperate, not gonna lie. So in this desperation, I decided to go for some 300 gem rolls, and well, I'm glad I did not give up, because I rolled me a fettuccine cookie. And this is one of the cookies that people in the first video were saying, listen, you need the fettuccine cookie. The fettuccine cookie is what you need. And well, that's what I got. So the Cookie Run Kingdom PvP gods blessed me. So this is probably one of the better cookies when it comes to PvP. Almost all the top opponents on the leaderboards are rocking a fettuccine. So now you guys got something to look forward to. I'm going to go back to grinding the main story, trying to get these topping pieces, trying to get these XP level ups. That way I can rock the fettuccine in my main comp when it comes to the leaderboard grind. So hit that subscribe button. You already know what to do. Fettuccine boys in the chat. We out, baby. So I have some good news and bad news. Good news is now I have Fettuccine Cookie, and her taunt ability is amazing. I'm so surprised how many times Fettuccine has just clutched and saved me in countless battles. I'm also a little surprised on the good news side that I was able to make it to Masters in just a couple days as a new player. I feel like that is a W in its own right. But the bad news, with only one more day to go in this season, I still need to progress through Masters, through Elite, and then finally Grandmasters to meet my goal. I know my goal was to be #1 in all of Cookie Run Kingdom, but I don't know if I have enough time here this season, unfortunately. Unless I can snag my grandma's credit card and just roll all my gems, power level my cookies, if that's even possible. Maybe I'll look into it, but only one more day to go. I think it's almost impossible right now. But in my short season, my first season ever, it did teach me a lot of valuable lessons, and I noticed a ton of helpful comments down below my first 2 videos I'll definitely take into consideration when next season rolls around. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because I'm having a blast right now. And Pinecone Cookie, honestly, the MVP for my roster here this year, or this season, because Pinecone Cookie put in a ton of damage and clutched out multiple times in sticky situations alongside Crunchy Chip Cookie. So if I had to like make a VIP and a MVP, my VIP would be Crunchy Chip and my MVP would be Pinecone Cookie this season. So it's going to be a little hard for me to swap those 2 out when next season comes rolling around. But I know people have already mentioned like there's better cookies I could be using. So I totally understand. All in all though, the game I have been enjoying it. You know, as a first time player, I've only been playing for about a week now. The game legit keeps my attention for hours on hours in just one gaming session. Maybe it's because I'm a new player. There's so much to do, so much to progress when it comes to the story and all the little events they got going on right now. Like, I've never played a game where I actually want to do the event for the rewards. So they got me cooking cakes right now, taking orders, putting on ice in for people. Like, it's wild out here. But thanks for tuning in. I know this is only my third video in the series, the Common Cookie series. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for next season. I'm going to continue to try to progress and make it to Grandmasters here. I think that's a solid goal to have, and a realistic one too, especially if I start early on. So leaderboard grinding next season coming soon. Hit that subscribe. Drop a comment down below if you want, but I appreciate everybody tuning on in. So Grandmasters, Common Cookie next season, you bet. Common Cookie out. 50k gems, so that's at least $300 USD if I went into the cash store and bought the mega gem packs myself. I got a lot of the gems from last season as I was able to hit Master 4. So I'm a free-to-play player through and through, 100%. All these gems were from last season's rewards and me doing a little bit of grinding over the weekend as we wait for the new season to begin. So gems in hand, I am hoping that for at least $300, I'm able to pick up at least one super epic, maybe an ancient if I'm super lucky, or even a legendary. Honestly, when it comes to ancients, I'm really looking for the golden cheese cookie, as last season that cookie in particular was giving me a go for my money. Also, maybe a frontline kind of tank cookie. I know I got fettuccine, and you know, fettuccine's been killing it, but I like the double tank combo. I know somebody in the comments said that's really not the strat, but I like to survive as long as possible and let my back line do most of the damage, or I guess the middle line, because the back line is my healer. And when it comes to this season's cookies, I finally got the crystal jam for Frost Queen. Only level 1, but at least now my Frost Queen is going to be doing a little bit of damage. So I'm planning on using Frost Queen, fettuccine, and cream puff cookie. The 3 cookies this season is my main roster for the time being, and kind of still flexing out the other 2 cookies. But I got 50k gems burning a hole in my pocket, so let me do some rolls. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I am lucky. Hopefully I'll be blessed by the Cookie Run Kingdom gods and get a legendary here. So I'm getting a little lucky here. Still no super mega rare legendary cookies that are OP meta right now when it comes to Grandmaster leaderboards. And well, when it comes to this season, I was finally able to get the jelly for the Frost Queen cookie. So now I'm finally doing some big damage. So what are my goals here this season for the Dawning World Season 1? Well, last season I played for about 1 week, and like I mentioned, if you watch the other 3 videos, I was able to make it to Master 4, which in my opinion, pretty impressive for a new player, but it only kept the spark alive. And well, my goal here this season, Grandmaster, baby. Stacked with Cookie Run Kingdom knowledge, I truly believe I have a shot at making it to Grandmaster this season. As a free-to-play player, I am not going to spend any money on this game, at least for now. So I think that's going to create a little more excitement for this challenge. So sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button, and root on the Common Cookie for Dawning World Season 1. Grandmaster dreams, baby. Common Cookie out. Cookie Run Kingdom. Listen, almost daily uploads. Listen, I've been grinding, all right? I have been grinding the new season, Dawning World Season 1, my first fresh leaderboard season ever since starting to play Cookie Run Kingdom. Already Masters level 3. So leaving off about where we did last season that I only played for only 5 days and I got pretty far as a brand new player. The thing is, I got a problem. I've been grinding. I've been using my free rerolls every 20 minutes. I've even been spending some gems on some rerolls. And let me tell you, spending gems on rerolls has to be the biggest ripoff ever. Every single time I would reroll with 300 gems, it would put me up against the hardest opponents. And I can't even go up against them without losing. So it's just like, rolling gems on the leaderboard, opponents, not the play. All right, that's all I'm gonna say, not the play. So I'm starting to hit a roadblock, I guess you can say, and I'm not sure if this is because I'm free to play and I'm just not progressing as fast as I should be. But right now my max power is around 230k to 250k, depending on who I'm rocking with. Right now I'm rocking White Lily, Cream Puff as my healer, Fettuccine as the front line, Cream Brulee, I believe is how it's pronounced, a new added addition to my squad, and then Frost Queen with the combo, you know, on the top. So around 230k is my attack power, but almost every single time I get the fresh reroll, all the opponents are 1,000,000 plus when it comes to attack power. Sometimes I get evenly matched, you know, around 250. One or two times I was able to beat a 300, and then every now and then I get lucky and get like a player with only one cookie on the table. I'm not sure what that's about, but yeah, I mean, what's going on here? Do I gotta spend some money to quickly level up my cookies? Because I'm having a big time roadblock when it comes to gathering the EXP star jellies. My input has been really slow. I've been grinding the main story. I've been going through all the motions here, and I even implemented the Hall of Ancient Heroes. It's helped out a little bit when it comes to leveling up cookies when I try them out, but my EXP star jellies, where are they at, man? I need some help out here. I'm hitting the roadblock here already early on with 20 more days to go in the Dawning World Season number 1, my first official fresh start season here. So listen, I still got the goal though. All right, Grandmasters free to play, baby. I got it. All right, Masters 3 right now. I gotta go through Elite, and then after Elite, we're already at Grandmasters. All right, so stay tuned. Common Cookie out. Cookie Run Kingdom, Common Cookie coming in clutch. First off, shout out to everybody that has been subscribing and commenting on my journey over here in the arena of Cookie Run Kingdom. Trying to be number 1, baby, Grandmaster. So shout out to you for tuning on in. I'm finally rocking the Financier, the small French almond cake cookie in the front line with the defense, and I was able to get his magic candy upgraded to level 2, so homie is putting in some work. Meanwhile, I got in the middle the Ice Queen out here, the Frost Queen, and her magic candy is level 3, so putting in a ton of damage, pretty much the core 2 members of my squad right now. And you can't underestimate the Fettuccine cookie, but the other 2 cookies I'm kind of tossing back and forth. White Lily, I heard, was pretty OP. I also recently was able to unlock Black Pearl cookie, who I got to level 50, but I'm kind of digging a healer in the backline. So I'm using Cream Unicorn cookie in the backline for healing. Not really having much luck when it comes to her surviving, but I've noticed that this team comp has a lot of bursts going on for it, and I've been winning my engagements when it comes to attackers around the same level as me when it comes to the power. But a lot of my free rerolls, and I've been spending some gems. I think I spent like 10k gems just rolling here. They give me 1,000,000 plus, and That ain't right, man. If I'm rolling with gems, give me a fair matchup. Holy shit. Holy shit for those kids out there watching. So honestly, I've been kind of going back and forth between Masters 2 and Masters 3 with around 330 to almost 400 attack power right now altogether. It's the furthest I've ever made it when it comes to my comp and its attack power. But the struggle is real. The struggle is real out here. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do when it comes to getting this XP. It has been a struggle bus when it comes to leveling up little homies. On a side note, I literally just discovered that the magic laboratory can also create upgrade ingredients like the strength crystals. So I've been pumping those bad boys out as well. So slowly learning, you know, the ins and the outs of Cookie Run Kingdom. And well, hopefully I'm able to continue to progress my cookie powers out here. And Grandmaster, it is about 15 days left in the season, so it is quickly passing me by here. You know, I made it pretty far, right? But we're not quite there yet when it comes to the goal here. And the goal is to make it to Grandmaster as a free-to-play player. So Grandmaster, I believe, is 3,000 trophies. That is what I need. And it's been a struggle, man. I know I said that like 5 times, but let's keep it going here. I believe, and this is just a quick little update video on my team comp, kind of the struggles that I've been going through, and just like a shout out to everybody who's been watching and providing some tips. I've been reading them, all right, and all because I might not be rocking the cookie you're suggesting in the comments, by the way. It's not because I'm not listening, I'm not paying attention. It's because I ain't rolling them in the gacha, all right? I have been having some really bad luck. Also, I heard the new cookie that just came out, the lightning bolt cookie, is pretty goddamn OP. But no luck with that. No pity either right now. So that's gonna be it for this quick and short video. Comment cookie, yeah. What up, my fellow cookies? Thanks for tuning on in as always with Comment Cookie. I've been reading the comments, and let me tell you, all right, let me tell you, if I could roll Elder Cookie, I would be set with my team comp. I know, and I appreciate everyone throwing some tips my way, and I think I've been doing pretty good. I am stuck in this ELO hell, I've been calling it, but honestly, I got a good feeling the 3-tank combo might be the play, right? It just might be the play. The 3 tanks, then you're gonna have Frost Queen in the back, and then maybe even White Lily, because I see a couple people complimenting my luck, the pity that the Cookie Run gods had on me, because some people said that they've been playing for 3 years and don't even have White Lily cookies still. So that in my mind definitely sparked an idea, and I'm gonna take this cookie all the way to the end, baby. Also, shout out to those people leaving the comments about trying to point me in the right direction, that now maybe I should kind of focus on the treasures in game as well. Totally agree. I think I'm gonna start to spend some gems on that instead of spending gems on re-rolling for the arena, because I'm not gonna lie, re-rolling in the arena with gems is a total waste. I'd rather just AFK for the 20 minutes and then roll again and hope and pray that I get a good opponent that I can go up against. But all in all, I mean, I'm at 500k plus attack power, getting up there, slowly leveling up my cookies and upgrading their abilities. So slow and steady wins the race, as they say. But only 11 days left in this season, so I am currently Master 1, the highest I've ever been, but I still have to get through Elite, and there's 5 freaking ranks of Elite before I can get to Grandmaster. So with 11 days free to play, I am not spending any money, I promise you that. It's gonna be a challenge, all right? I'm just gonna say that. Also, I've been having some really solid fights. I kind of been punching up when it comes to attack power and trying to verse teams that are a little outside of my comfort zone. And I had some really solid games I'm going to put in this video. Yeah, I mean, checking out these intense matches Definitely still really a big fan of the arena mode here in Cookie Run Kingdom and having a good time, by the way, having a great time. So that's all from me. Send me a friend request in game as well so I can send you my daily gifts. And once again, shout out to everybody for tuning on in to Common Cookie and dropping those subs. It's been a really cool journey as a new content creator in the space. I definitely feel the love and the dream for Grandmaster. It's still there, baby. I got 11 days to go. Let's see if I can get it. That's going to be it for me. Common Cookie out. What up, Common Cookie, clocking in for another Cookie Run Kingdom video. So I think I unlocked the cheat code. Hear me out. Financier Cookie, I got that bad boy leveled up, baby. My power is around 86k so far as my frontline tank. Frost Queen, the queen of damage as I call her, around 230k attack power altogether, continuing to level her up. But I recently unlocked Stormbringer Cookie with the 7-day login, and homie's already putting in damage, punching them down. But don't forget about my Fettuccine Cookie, OP tank, by the way. I want to continue to level him up, but the crown jewel has to be the White Lily Cookie. Everybody has been kind of complimenting me on her, and well, her power is right now at 62k. With a lot of health, surprisingly enough, and the crit almost at 10%. So this has been my squad I've been rocking with, and let me explain the cheat code, because my attack power right now is around 500k, give or take. It's a little underneath that right now, but with my current team comp, I was able to verse an opponent with 745k attack power, and a bunch of treasures leveled up way higher than myself. So this was an interesting engagement. They also had a Frost Queen and they had a Fettuccine in the front line. And there was moments that I thought I was actually going to lose this one, but my cookies kept pulling through. And really, this team comp heavily focuses on keeping Ice Queen alive. So I'm almost curious if I should use one of these treasures that if one of your teammates goes down, it kind of buffs the rest and kind of gives them some health, because with no healer, no dedicated healer, that's kind of my main concern with this current team comp, but it has been working. Talking about Stormbringer, I still need to start to focus on the treasures and unlock those 2 lightning treasures that can really buff Stormbringer. Now Stormbringer right now only level 50, so not that high up, but I had wanted to give her a shot, you know, kind of test her out and see how it goes. And well, she's been averaging around 200k damage done every single fight, so not the best numbers, but also you got to remember only level 50, right? So I think Stormbringer is definitely going to be one of those meta cookies. And trust me, I know I'm a new player when it comes to arena, and I'm already talking about meta. What is this cookie talking about, man? Just trust, all right? Just trust. I'm starting to realize a lot of these opponents grinding the leaderboards like I am are also rocking the maxed out Stormbringer. I feel like they have been swiping mom's credit card, so it's a little more challenging for me. But just the fact that I'm only at 500,000 attack power and I'm still giving these opponents a run for their money, I think I'm onto something. All right, and that's the whole point of this video, just kind of keeping you guys updated with my Grandmaster goals and journey out here as we continue to wind down this season that we're currently grinding, baby. So that's gonna be it for me. Common Cookie out. What up, Common Cookie, aka the Cookie Inspector, clocking in for another video. Shout out to everybody who has been dropping them subscriber buttons and clicking away and commenting. Definitely helping me on my journey, finally hitting Elite 5, baby. Started doing some research and I found this guy online who seems to know his stuff, and he made like a meta tier list that seemed pretty on point with at least what I've been experiencing within the arena. So it got me thinking I need to roll. All right, I need to roll, baby. And I need to roll for the golden cheese cookie because honestly, out of all the cookies out there, used to be the elder cookie. Don't really care too much about elder or cookie now that I'm rocking financier cookie. But all the cookies out there that constantly whoop my team comp, the golden cheese cookie is just so good. So I want to roll for it. And you know what? If I get the golden cheese, I'll easily swap homie in and rock them on the squad, right? Maybe golden cheese or the dragon frontline cookie. I mean, those are two really good cookies. But I'm really looking at the golden cheese. So wishing me some luck out here on my rolls. I need it. All in all though, like my last video said, I did breach that 500k power, and I've been focusing on rolling my treasures like you guys have been suggesting, and upgrading them bad boys as well. So shout out to all those keyboard typers in the chat helping out Common Cookie out here level up their game, son. But going back to homie's tier list with the meta cookies, I'm glad that he included Stormbringer because that's been one that I grinded for those 7 days and was able to finally get that one in. I have to agree, Stormbringer has been pretty clutch when it comes to just damage output on the squad. If there was one cookie that I wanted to have before Stormbringer on top of the golden cheese, it would have been the Rebel cookie, because the Rebel cookie also on the opponent's team, when I do get my ass handed to me, the Rebel cookie would be putting in 1,000,000 damage plus. So Rebel cookie, dragon cookie, and the golden cheese cookie are these 3 cookies that they have in the meta up here at the top that I currently don't have that I wish I did have. So goals, right? Goals. But I do gotta say as well, like the game, shout out to the game, because as a new player in Cookie Run, you do get a lot of gems by just progressing with the main stories and just doing all the different missions and quests that the game has. So I was able to get a lot of gems, and almost every time I go to record a video, I got like 10,000 or 20,000 gems, and I normally put the rolls in the videos if you have been watching in the past as well. So something really cool, and I think it definitely helps as a free-to-play player. You know, obviously if I was to use my card, I would be able to roll a lot sooner, a lot quicker, and try to get these cookies that I want, like the golden cheese cookie, a lot quicker or sooner. But end of the day, point of the story, TLDR, I don't feel the need, as you know, maybe other gacha games make you kind of feel a little more pressure that you have to. So I just gotta say, Cookie Run really generous with their gems. So shout out to everybody watching the videos, hitting the subscribe button, and cheering me on and helping me on my journey to Grandmaster. It's coming down to it, but hey, Elite 5, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Common Cookie out. What up, Common Cookie, clocking in for another video here. Let's get into it here. Remember, goal, become a Grandmaster. That is the vision. Free to play Grandmaster is the goal. We are getting to the end of this arena season. Only 5 more days to go. Real quick update on the squad, baby. Was able to clear out some of the cake tower, whatever the heck it's called, all the way up to 30. Got a bunch of XP jellies, and I got my Frost Queen to level 80, maxed out, baby. So that almost topped me at 1,000,000 power. This is as far as I've been so far in the game, and I was doing a little bit of research, and I actually saw the Icicle Yeti cookie is OP in the front line, is the man. So I'm gonna be using them, and well, let's get into it with our first fresh refresh here for free, I mean. And this has been the story here. So I've been looking for some easy cheese opponents, just because I do not want to lose trophies, as I recently overnight I was Elite 3 and now I'm Elite 4, always getting bumped down. Moral of the story though, watch yourself. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna spend some gems, and I know that has been like my #1 rule: don't spend gems on the rerolls. We're getting to the end of the season though, so I gotta go for it. Let's see what we get here, baby. And the reason I say don't go for the gem pools is because, look, right there. That's 600. I'm looking for an opponent that looks easy and I can get the free low win on. And, well, it is what it is, right? I'm out here trying to cheese it up big time. 20k gems. I'm gonna spend it. I'm not going up against the golden cheese. Actually, let's do it. Screw it. Let's go up against it. They don't have none of those buffs. So let's see. Golden cheese, man. I'm coming at you. Now that I got the icicle yeti in the front lines with the shield, I might actually be able to take on the golden cheese. And so far, so good. Got a boom, baby. We got it in the bag. I used to be scared of the golden cheese, but now that I got a level 80 in the back line, Ice Queen, plus the icicle in the front, I'm not going to be too scared. But when I see a whole squad of level 80s, I am going to be watching myself here. Kids, if you're watching, don't spend your gems on rerolls for the arena. I'm just getting desperate. It's getting to the wire here. Remember, my goal was Grandmaster. I started the channel with the dream, and the dream was to be Grandmaster. Well, I'm lying. The dream was to be #1. But now that I'm looking at the leaderboards constantly, I don't think I can make #1. I'm just trying to set realistic expectations here for everybody watching as a free-to-play player. And no shade to the game. Obviously, you gotta spend money to make money, is what they say. And these top 10, I would say, ranks in the arena, their team is stacked. Their team comp might look similar to my team comp, but their cookies are like max level when it comes to the stars, and that's hard to do. You gotta roll a lot. You gotta roll a lot for that one, and I don't know if I can make that as a free-to-play. Maybe long term, yes. Maybe if I play for like a year, but just playing for a month or two, I don't think that's possible. And it is what it is. So let's see. This is a team. I think I got this. I think I got this. And this is my mentality, by the way. I know I make these quick, concise YouTube videos. But this is what I'm doing on the backlines, by the way. I'm searching for teams. I'm rolling. And I'm looking for wins that are either easy, like you saw. Only one trophy, though. What a rip. Somebody let me know, by the way, what is the trophy threshold? Because sometimes I verse a squad with only one opponent, I win, I get 12 trophies. But then right there, they had a whole team, I won, and I get 1 trophy? That doesn't make, is it based on difficulty or something like that? By the way, this cookie in the front line, I think Coral Cookie or whatever, I believe is the counter to my team comp. So I don't want to touch that one. I don't want to touch it at all. I don't want that smoke out here. Another cookie that's been kicking my butt is this backline one, the healer, that almost everybody in the top uses, and I don't even know how to get that one yet, to be honest with you guys. But Rebel Cookie, I haven't seen a Rebel Cookie in a while. I'm gonna keep rolling, 17 spins to go. I'm just trying to see how far I could cheese it here, honestly, with spending some gems. But now that I think about it, am I getting ripped off? Yes, because I'm spending 300 gems only to get like 1 or 2 trophies. That doesn't make sense. Ooh, there's 14 trophies. I'd take that. See, that's worth 14 trophies for 300 gems. I would pay for that. I'll pay for that. So let's continue on along here. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, is the opponent. Let's see what we got here, and I think my team comp might be able to pull out here. Look at that damage, by the way. Big boy damage. I mean, we shred them. Sorry for the. We shred them, baby. We shred them, baby. Honestly, this team comp is pretty good. So this is a team comp that I don't normally face. I'm gonna risk it here. I honestly don't even know what half of the cookies on the opponent's squad does. Well, let's see if I got this one in the bag, baby. There goes my Ice Queen doing tons of damage. Their opponent's got some good heals, but at the end of the day, the burst just too strong, baby. 14 trophies right there. Thank you very much. Spin to win, baby. Spin to win. All right, now this one. I hate when they hide two of their opponents. What can it be? What can it be? Ice Queen, you think, in the back? Definitely some type of damage, because you see their support healer right there ready to go. Ton of tank damage here. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. Spin to win, baby. All right. Let me know. Do you think I'm going to get rolled here? This is a classic bait and switch. I guarantee you it is. Oh my goodness. Who can they have? Definitely a Stormbringer in the front line without a doubt. But now that I got Stormbringer 75, let's Funny Biscuit. I am going for it. Let's do a Funny Biscuit as Fettuccine and a Financier. So this is going to be a long-term sustain here. Let's see what we can do. That backline healer could be thorn in my side, but let's see. Ice Sickle Yeti, nice shield in the front line. This is going to be a long match, so sit back, relax, cappuccino, eat your pizza, do what you got to do, because even at 2.5 speed, let's see, it's going to be a draw. Ice King doing some good damage, but the sustain just too real. Now really, my only damage in the front line is Stormbringer. I don't think the burst is going to do it here. Their Fettuccine is putting in some good work, still doing some heals. My Financier is going to be done and dusted as well. It's up to Icicle to block the Stormbringer. Stormbringer, let me get another burst. Yes, sir. I'll take that. That was a close one. Not gonna lie. That was a close one. Oof, I thought I was gonna lose. I'm not gonna cap. But just the fact that only 3 of their cookies were able to put up such a good fight against my main squad, that's got me a little worried. Not gonna lie. But hey, a win is a win. I think I got this one in the back. See, even though they're level 80 cookies, their cookies just, they're not meta. You know, their cookies just aren't meta. And I think that's one of the things that I'm starting to realize with Cookie Run Kingdom, the arena grind, is that the meta is true. I know there's a lot of people that try to bend the meta, go against the meta, find new and unique combinations to kind of be the cool guy. But meta is meta. You know, it is what it is. And I'm happy that I started to catch on to that by simply looking at the rankings. You know, you can look at the rankings and boom, at the top, obviously there's a meta because everybody at the top is rocking the same 3 cookies, and they might have 2 of them hidden, but there's a good chance that you can guess who those 2 hidden cookies are going to be. So meta is meta, baby. This might be a slight counter to my squad. I know I said I'm not scared of the golden cheese anymore, but I'm a little scared with the golden cheese in this specific. I think that's what, Snapdragon in the front line. I know that's a cookie I've been on the hunt for. But let's see, Stormbringer versus Snapdragon. Who is on the top end? Well, Ice King putting some good damage in the back line. Now it's just their healer, so I was a little scared of the opponent's team comp, not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, this meta comp is just too freaking good, man. So almost spent 8,000 gems so far, re-rolling out here. Ooh, level 80. Okay, so they definitely have a Stormbringer, you can tell, because they're rocking this. Do you think it's a level 80 Stormbringer is the question here. It's probably a Stormbringer, and it's probably Ice Yeti. It has to be Stormbringer, Ice Yeti. It has to be. Do you think I could possibly pull out the win here, though? Let's do it. I'm putting it all on my Ice Queen here. Look at that. I called the team comp. I'm getting good. I'm getting good at calling the baits here. But let's see what my Frost Queen can do in the back line. Holy cow. They got shredded. Holy cow. Not like this. They're going to win, aren't they? They're going to win. Their Stormbringer's still alive? Oh, come on, Stormbringer. Ah, darn it. I think I'm gonna call it quits right here. I spent 10,000 gems so far on this rollaholic arena grind for the last 30 minutes, and I don't even think I made it that far. I was able to hit Elite 3, but I was already on the cusp with that. Elite 2, Elite 1. 10,000 more gems to go. Grandmaster, 4 more days left in this arena. I just wish I knew how many freaking trophies you need to hit Grandmaster out here. 3,000 trophies, top 0.5% in Master. I got no idea what that even means. But I'm gonna call this video what it is. Maybe next video I'll roll 10,000 more gems to see how far I can make it. But thanks for tuning on in for another Common Cookie Arena Hustle Grind video. Lock it in, baby. Yo, what up, my fellow cookies? First off, shout out to everybody who's been watching the grind, subscribing, and leaving comments on my Cookie Run Kingdom Arena grind, son. So shout out to those cookies out there. So, Elo Hell, is it a thing? I can confirm it is 100% a thing. And I guarantee you, I didn't have the recorded footage, but I made it to Elite 2 2 times, all right? It would be 2 times after a long grinding session, and then I would go to sleep. I would end around 9,700, 9,500 rank in the total server. I would wake up in the next morning and I would be bumped back down to Elite 3 around 12k in the whole server, and then the cycle just starts again. And with only 1 more day to go, I am not getting any luck at all when it comes to logging off at night, waking up in the morning, and not being demoted. I thought I could maybe grind through Elite 2 and Elite 1, but like I said, with only 1 more day to go, the tunnel is quickly closing, and I'm kind of reaching a roadblock. Honestly, I'm having a lot more difficulty progress through the main story and all little side quests here and there. I'm just running out of possible XP buffs and possible crystal farming abilities. And the last video, if you did watch, shout out to you once again. Thank you. That was a longer video, but I ended up turning off that video, stopping the recording, and the next day continuing the same thing. I ended up spending like another 10k in crystals, and then I unlocked some crystals, progressing as far as I can. I probably spent over the last 2-3 days at least 40,000 crystals, and these are all free-to-play crystals. I have not spent any money at all yet on this game. Am I tempted? Sometimes, yeah. But yeah, all my free-to-play crystals, 40k over my last grind when it comes to the arena binge. Not gonna make it though, fellas. I am not gonna make Grandmaster. So close. Elite 2 this season. So close, but finally finding a team comp that feels good, you know, feels good. I might change it around because I've been watching some other YouTube videos and it looks like the meta always changes. So maybe I should start to save up my crystals here and roll for some more cookies, because I thought I had the perfect squad when it comes to making it to Grandmaster. Maybe if they were maxed out, you know, level 80 with all the toppings and biscuits, maybe I would have a better shot at things. But Elite 2 is a living hell, and I can't even imagine Elite 1, but so close. My goodness, I would say this is about my 2nd month playing. Definitely my first complete season with trying to grind and just being online all day long, going for those fresh rerolls and looking for easy opponents with that strategy that I outlined in my last video. But hey, it is what it is, fellas. Thanks for tuning on in. This is going to be Common Cookie. I'm going to be out for now, but I'll be back, baby. What up, my cookies? We are still on the Cookie Run Kingdom Arena grind, and we are back stronger than ever. Some of my cookies finally leveled up. As I say that, losing this match. Oof, let me get an F in the chat real quick. But I figured while I'm doing the grind out here, I'm going to open up this video to something a little different than what I've done in the past. And I was thinking about doing like a little base review. I've noticed a lot of people that have been subscribing to the channel have also been submitting me some friends requests in game, and hey, you'll love to see it. And if you want to get some free low gifts for me all the time, send me a friends request in game, because no ego here. Common Cookie welcomes all fellow cookies. And it's also pretty cool because I can kind of PvP you in a friendly battle as well. But yeah, I figured I would do some base reviews. I don't know. Does that sound interesting? A little base reviews here, because I've been looking at a couple of friends requests, and I look at your bases and I am just like, holy camole. Hold the guacamole. We need a guacamole cookie out here, because some of these bases, you can tell there's a lot of love put into the base building aspect, and that's something I've kind of been overlooking. I've been really focused on the PvP, something that I found a lot of pleasure in, and well, honestly, looking at some of these bases, there's a vibe. And I want people to check out my base too and be like, yo, look at this. Is this a map? Oh my goodness, there's a freaking map here. Does that map show you exactly where you are on the landscape? If that's the case, that's actually pretty insane. But yeah, I mean, looking at homemade ketchups, shout out to you. I'm assuming one of the subscribers from the channel. Pretty cool base. Oh, is that a little TV map too? Look at is that Mickey Mouse? I know the intellectual property rights are expired, but holy cow, they already got Mickey Mouse and Disney up in here. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, pretty cool base. So let me know in the comments how you feel about like little base reviews. I mean, no judgment, honestly, but if you got a cool base, ooh, I like how there's dock layouts right here. Actually, this is pretty sweet, little sweet dock town. I think that might be part of like an upgrade, but yeah, let me know. So back on the grind here, a little TLDR. Last season I made it to Elite number 2. Took the night off, ran out of gems. I spent around 40,000 gems, and I ended up in Elite 3 overnight. But looking at this new season, Dawning World Season 2, I'm starting to notice almost everybody has the same exact team comp, more or less. You know, you got the same main 2 or 3 cookies, and it's, I don't know. How do you feel about this? It's getting a little annoying, not gonna lie, because you already kind of know what to expect. I mean, everybody has the maxed out cookies, and it really comes out to be how far leveled up they are, and that's how you win. You know, that's how you can tell who's gonna win, just because they have the higher levels when it comes to ascending the cookies, right? I think that's what it's called, ascending the cookies. But one cookie I'm starting to see pop out a little more is the blueberry pie cookie, I believe is her name, and I was thinking about rocking her this season as well. My only thing is I don't have enough XP. I don't have enough XP to get her up, because blueberry pie cookie, does this matter, by the way? I've never noticed this before, but plus 5% crit for all 3 of these cookies. So is this a possible viable team comp to rock in this season, and maybe spice it up a little bit, you know, when it comes to grinding the leaderboards? Because I love me some good old, you know, meta cookies. I get it, that's how I grinded last season as well. But there's so many cookies out there that have so many unique abilities. I'm curious, can they mesh well? The synergy, how's that looking like? And can you grind the leaderboards, trying out different cookies that are outside of the cookie box, some people would say. So let me know that too. I know this video, it's a new season, new common cookie, so a lot of questions I'm throwing at you, but let me know down in the comments. Like I said, everybody's been really helpful, and I appreciate everybody dropping those subscribes to the channel. Definitely it makes this all worth it, honestly, and I'm having a good time still here out here grinding arena. So that's gonna be it for me for now. Common Cookie out. What up, my Common Cookie Nation? Hype in the chat right now. Common Cookie clocking in for another Cookie Run Kingdom arena video, man. Never sleeping out here. Already 2 days deep into the season, and your boy is already Elite 5. All right, we're on the hunt here, but before I get into this season's grind, I thought, hey, instead of spending 40,000 crystals on re-rolling, refreshing for arena, let me spend 50,000 crystals for the gacha. So did some gacha here, was finally able to get Rebel Cookie. Now I need to grind out some XPs to level up the Rebel Cookie. This has been a cookie that I've versed a lot of times here since my grinding days had started here in arena. And Rebel Cookie, pretty OP, not gonna lie. One other cookie that I just don't have any luck at all with rolling here, Golden Cheese Cookie. Please, Cookie Run Kingdom gods, let me get the Golden Cheese Cookie. That's all the common cookie wants out here. So that's the TLDR. 50,000 crystals later. Hey, I got Rebel Cookie. I'll take that as a W. So I'll take that and walk away pretty happy with that. But getting into the Arena Kingdom grind, Elite 5. Still rocking my cookies from last season for the most part. You know, you got the Frost Queen, you got the Financier, you got the White Lily, and then of course the new addition Stormbringer in the front line. The only cookie that I'm contemplating cycling in and out is the Icicle Yeti cookie. I just unlocked Snapdragon, so I might cycle in Snapdragon looking for some more healing in the back line, I guess you can say, to see how that goes for me. But I'm at 1,250,000 power right now, so definitely made a lot of progress since my very first video. And as always, you know, shout out to everybody watching the videos, watching me compete here, and just having a good time. You know, at the end of the day, we're just gaming it up, having a good time. And you know, I do my best to respond to everybody in the comments as well. And of course, I do my best to send out my daily gifts to all my friends on my friends list. I gotta say, the friends list is starting to pile up. I don't know if there's a max to it, but get in while you can. Get in while you can. All right, but that's gonna be it for me. This is just a quick TLDR. What's happening with Common Cookie here in the new season? We out here grinding, baby. Elite 5. Common Cookie out. What up, my fellow cookies? Welcome back to Common Cookie out here on the grind. Elite 4, see you later. All right, because your boy is in Elite 3. Let's go, baby. Oof, I might have spoke too soon because I am getting my butt kicked. I cannot tell you how many times I went from Elite 4 to Elite 3 to Elite 4 to Elite 3. Listen, every night I log off, all right? I log off in Elite 3. I wake up in Elite 4, and just the cycle continues. So I actually had to swap out Fettuccine. I put back in Icicle because I thought Icicle was the problem. Finally able to level up Icicle to around level 72. So that definitely helps out a little bit. But man, I just made that last video talking all this stuff about Fettuccine being the one. I'm sorry, Fettuccine, you are just not the one. Not right now, not with my current team comp at least. But I'm back in Elite 4, all right? And then next thing you know, I get into another fight, and I'm back in Elite 3. My emotions are riding high. Can the Cookie Run Kingdom gods just make up your mind? Where do you want me to be Grandmaster? All right, that's the truth. Do you want me to be Grandmaster? I made this channel about a month ago. Real quick, shout out to everybody who added me in game and everybody who subscribed. You know, this channel is really new. I'm still having a lot of fun playing Cookie Run. I'm still doing my daily grind, trying to get as many XP jellies as possible to level up my current team comp to at least max level 80, and then I'll have a fighting chance. But It's been a struggle, man, let me tell you. Also, if you did watch the last video, I mentioned finally able to unlock the golden cheese cookie. Shout out to the game for giving that one away for free. I know that's one that I've been on the grind for a while now when it comes to rolling all of my crystals. But hey, let's just give it to you for free. But I'm starting to see, at least in my opponents, ones that I'm having an issue deal with, is the Elder Cookie. The Elder Cookie, at least in Elite 4, 3, and 5, has been pretty much a staple right now within the competitive scene. And that's just a cookie I don't have. And I need to do a little more research, honestly, to see, like, how do you counter Elder Cookie? Because Elder Cookie's been kicking my butt. Not gonna lie, that's why I thought the fettuccine cookie would be the one, because with that taunt you can kind of get their attention and hopefully get some damage on the board, right? But yeah, swapping back over to Icicle Yeti, still not sold. You know, Icicle Yeti, I'm continuing to level you up. Right now my HP is around 71k, my attack is 17k, my defense is 26k. The toppings I'm running for Icicle Yeti is the Swift Chocolates, all plus 12. And my biscuit, I believe, is the Amplify buff. I think that's something that somebody in the comments mentioned that I should look to focus on when it comes to Icicle Yeti. And I'm doing it, all right? I am doing it, but just not feeling it, honestly. And that's just the truth, you know? I mean, some cookies you click with, others you're not so, you know, excited about, right? Another struggle I've been having as well is the cake towers, the cookie tower, whatever. I'm stuck on level 40, man. I think I need Captain Caviar Cookie, the one with the mustache and the afro, because they have some type of debuff when it comes to healing over there. I've looked up so many YouTube videos and tried so many things for the cake tower, the endless strawberry cake tower, that is, and level 40, because I know that cake tower, it just, if you could beat those levels, you get so many XP star jellies, and the level 5s too. Like, it just stacks you up. Plus it comes with crystals too, and I've been using a lot of crystals to roll my refreshes for the grind, the Grandmaster. So crystals, I'm still up in the air. I know some videos I'm like, hey, you should spend them. Other videos I'm like, hey, do not spend them. I'm still spending them out here. But yeah, quick little update. Elite 3, Elite 4, that is the hell I am currently in when it comes to grinding this season's arena. So make sure you drop a comment down below. I love reading them. I love interacting with them. Until next time, Common Cookie out. What up, my fellow cookies? We are back. New season. Who dis? Already on the grind. Let me know. I grind all damn day. I hit Elite 3, Elite 4. I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning. I'm in Masters 5 again. Holy camole. The beginning of the seasons are always so sweaty. But if you can see, changing up my comp here just a little bit. I'm throwing fettuccine cookie back in the mix. Let's go. Why, do you ask? Why bring back the fettuccine cookie? Well, Icicle has not been pulling their weight around here on the squad, unfortunately. Now, before I get to that, real reminder, I only got one spot left, all right? My friends list, it is getting stacked up, and you better know that I send out my daily gifts. All right, shout out to everybody that's been adding me in game and watching, subscribing, and supporting this Common Cookie. But back into the video, baby. Why am I swapping out fettuccine cookie for Icicle? Well, I really like fettuccine cookie's ability, where fettuccine taunts the enemies, smacks them around, and deals some damage while also restoring some health. I think that health buff definitely helps out, especially because I don't really have a healer on this squad. Now, I did recently unlock Snapdragon. I've been experimenting with Snapdragon, and I like the healing aspect. It's just I don't have that cookie level 70 or level 80 yet. I'm really lacking in the XP department. So I'm thinking once I get Snapdragon up to par with my other squad mates, I might throw them in the mix. But honestly, Fettuccine, I think I really needed for this team comp, just to kind of have some heals. Not only that, I've been running into a lot of other opponents who have like 3 freaking tanks on the team, and I just get smashed. I just can't keep up with the 3 different tanks. So it is what it is. Swapping out Icicle for the time being. Hey, we'll remember you. F's in chat if you got an Icicle on the squad. Oh, and good news. In game, oh my goodness, I was rolling the day before the update. I rolled 50k gems. You can watch the last video. But the very next day, they gave away the golden cheese for free. And that's the cookie I've been dying for. So your boy Common Cookie has got the golden cheese, baby. Finally, feels good. So another cookie similar to Snapdragon, just kind of waiting till I get enough XP to level them up so that they can be thrown in the squad rotation, and that way I can start to test different team comps. You know, it's kind of hard to test team comps while grinding arena and also having under leveled cookies. So hey, we on the grind, baby. Already Elite 3, Elite 4 around there. It's been tough. It's been tough, but Grandmaster, baby, this has to be the season. All right, Common Cookie out. What up, Common Cookie, clocking in for another YouTube video. Once again, shout out to everybody who's been tuning in, subscribing, and leaving comments down below. Super helpful. And you know, no real focus this video, just kind of like a check-in. I have been big time grinding the Kingdom Arena Dawning World Season 2. I was able to make it to Elite 2, but then quickly bumped back down to Elite 3. And let me tell you, this Elite class, this ranking is just such a pain. I finally was able to get my main squad all level 80, and I'm still just having such a challenging time here, not only on the attacking front, but also on the defending front. I'm consistently losing 1, 2, 5, 3 trophies here and there, and I'm telling you, this server, the Kokawa server, is just, it's very active when it comes to the PvP. I know a lot of people always ask me below, like, what server are you on? My server doesn't get this much action. Well, guess what? This is where all the sweats are. I mean, that's a fact. Let me know in the comments if there's another server that you get this much PvP in one day. I get attacked at least 15 times per day. So it's making the grind to Grandmaster just such a challenge. So getting into some battles, kind of the tried and true strategy. I've been trying to grind out the main story as quickly as possible so I can get some crystals, and with these crystals I just keep refreshing my competition with the hopes of getting somebody with like 3,500, 3,600 plus trophies, and I aim for that mark because anything below that I only get like 1, maybe 2 trophies. So right now, with my current rank, you want to match like your trophy ranking, and that's how you kind of maximize the trophy output if you do end up winning. So right now I'm like around 3,700. So if I can get a 3,700 easy pick when it comes to her power level, oh, I'm all day. I'm all day PvP and rolling on that one. And as I climb the ranks as well, there's a lot of teams that they're just straight up debate teams. Like, it might be 2 cookies, but then I look at their what is it, their biscuits, I believe it's called. No, they're treasures, and their treasures are just maxed out, you know, across the board, all level 12s. And I'm falling for the bait. All right, I'm just gonna say what it is. I have been falling for the bait, and I've lost some good battles because of my opponents. Just treasures are just so good. Speaking of treasures, right now I'm running the old scroll that gives you attack plus 32 right now, level 2 for all cookies. I got the dream whistle, does some crit at the beginning, and then of course the squishy jelly watch that decreases all cookies cooldown by 23% right now because only level 11. And I'm thinking that I'm hitting somewhat of a roadblock because I have been spending all of my crystals on fresh rerolls for the arena grind instead of rolling for gacha cookies or rolling for treasures, you know, trying to level up my team. That might actually be the strat that I go for now that I am completely level 80 across the board when it comes to my main squad. But I do recall people telling me not to use crystals to draw out the treasures. So I don't know. It's a heavy debate, but I got 3,000 right now. Let me just go for 2 quick 10-pull gotchas and let's see what I get here out the mix. Okay, not really lucky with that one. Let's go one more time, baby. Let me get the good stuff. Give me the normal potato stuff. All right, and that has been my gacha experience here so far, and that's kind of why I use the crystals just to continue my PvP grind, honestly, because that's the goal of the channel, is to rank up, get that PvP going. Grandmaster as a free-to-play player, that's the dream, right? That is a dream, and I think I only got like, what, 5 more days on this season, and I'm telling you, I play every single day. I'm on the arena at least 8 hours a day, just waiting every 20 minutes for a reroll when I'm not spending crystals, and just hoping and praying that the Cookie Run Kingdom gods give me an opponent that can easily get some trophies with, because I tend to avoid the more challenging meta teams just simply because there's a good chance that I'm going to get my ass kicked. And that is simply because my cookies are not maxed out when it comes to having their star levels. Like right now, I'm looking at my Financier cookie, level 3 stars, you know, but that's about it. My Icicle, 1 star, that's about it. So it has been really tough when it comes to spending my crystals on the rerolls and not prioritizing getting more cookie copies. So maybe my strategy for next season, I need to flip the script, because I only got 4 more days of Dawning World Season 2. And I appreciate you listening to my rant of this current video. You know, it's a new take on the common cookie videos, but hey, shout out to everybody, and I hope you are having a good arena grind. Common Cookie out.